Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do some more maintenance on my 2018 Chevy Colorado. I'm going to change the transmission fluid. Now I'm not going to do it the normal way, and I'll explain that in a minute. But what we're going to be using, so I'm going to use this here fluid extractor to pull the fluid out. Okay, because I'm putting the old fluid in this extractor here, I don't want to have to empty it and then clean it up to put the new fluid in. So I bought a new fluid pump off Amazon. It's pretty cheap. It was like $50 Canadian, and I'll use that to pump the new fluid back in the transmission. Okay, so normally if you was gonna change the transmission fluid and filter, you'd drop the exhaust, you pull these bolts here out on this side, and then there's another hanger right here. You drop that so the exhaust will drop down so you can pull that pan all the way out. But when you drain the fluid from this transmission, you can't get all the fluid out of the transmission because a lot of it's in the torque converter. So normally what you would do, you would change the fluid twice to get most of the old stuff out. So I'm going to have to do this twice. So this time I'm not going to be replacing the filter because my parts didn't come in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract all the fluid I can out of the pan, and then pump the new fluid in. The fill plug is right up here. It's this one right here. You just pop that out and that's how you can fill it. So before I do that, there's a check valve. It's that one right there. You pull that and any extra fluid will come out, and that's how you check the level of it after you put the new fluid in, get it warmed up. Okay, so I let this set for over 24 hours. That way some of the fluid drains off the torque converter, so you can get more fluid out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this and see how much comes out of that. And then we'll have to go to the fill plug and put the extractor in there and pull the fluid out. Okay, so I got a little dish here to catch the fluid. And this here's a 10 millimeter. This is in there a lot tighter than I thought it would be. Now we should get fluid out of here, but we might not. It's hard to say. Okay, yeah, we're getting a little. Okay, turns out there's a little more fluid there than I thought. Now this doesn't mean it's over full. It just means where I let it set, like I said, it's been a little over 24 hours. So that torque converter will bleed off, and that's why there's so much. So I'm going to have to put this plug back in and empty this jug. I should also mention, this fluid don't look too bad. This here's got about, well, it's got a little over 50,000 miles, I'm ashamed to say. I should have changed it sooner. But because they make it so difficult, that's the whole point, I think. They make it difficult so you'd either have to take it to the dealership or you just don't change it. But anyway, the fluid doesn't look too bad, so that's a good thing. And this was at about 40,000 miles, this truck had a shutter in it. So under warranty, they flush the entire system. But this fluid is about a little over 50,000 miles on it. But it don't look too bad. Okay guys, so this is how much fluid I was able to get out just on that little drain plug. Almost 2.5 liters. And that, again, that's because I let it set overnight. And I'm using this thing here to measure how much total fluid I get out, so I know how much to put in. This will hold 6.5 liters, so that should be plenty. Anyway, so next thing we're going to do is extract the fluid out. But first I got to get that plug, the fill plug, I got to pull that out. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I want to pull that drain plug, but before I do, I want to clean the area a little bit, because last thing you want is some dirt to fall in. Get a rag up in here, clean it up as best I can. All right, now we'll see if we can, you got to take this top portion and lift it up. Whoops. This portion here. That'll allow this to come right out. Now, feed her. Okay, so now we should be able to pull the fluid out. Okay, so now that we got our hose in the transmission, we'll just start pumping until the fluid comes out. Okay, you see it starting to come there now. Okay, so we got her pumping now. Just got to wait and see how much we can get out of it. Okay guys, so this is what we get out of it. Probably about 6.3, 6.4 liters, which equals about, I don't know, 6.8 quarts, I think. And I'm going to try and put 7 quarts back in. I like to have a little extra. That way when I take it out, warm it up, and then you pull that, that plug there that shows the level. I like to have a little bit of fluid come out. That way I don't have to put more in. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to try putting 7 quarts in if I can. But anyway, you pump this up. Right now it's, I can't tell, it's almost 15 pounds in it. And then you should be able to turn this and it should start pushing the fluid out. Yeah, right there. Okay, so now we're going to go put this in. Okay guys, so I got my little thing here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, we'll put it in the hole here, the fill hole. And all you got to do is turn on that handle and she'll start pumping the fluid in. Probably gonna have to pump it up some. She's not super fast by the looks of it. Okay, so she's pretty well empty. Okay, so she pretty well pumps it all. There's a little bit in the bottom there, but not much. So that's good. So now we'll have to fill it up again, do it all over again. Now one thing I got to be careful of is there's a good chance that if I try to put 7 quarts in it, it may come out that fill hole. Just because some of that has to be pumped in the torque converter. But anyway, we'll see. I'll let you know. But this next one I probably won't film this next jug because it's the same thing. Plus, if it does end up being overfilled, it'll start running out. So I got to keep an eye on it. Okay, so we got the other one in, so we're at about 5.5 quarts are in. I don't know if I can show you on camera or not, but this is all that it leaves in there. It gets almost all of it out. That's pretty good. So this is a pretty slick tool, and like I said, I got it on Amazon. It was like $53 Canadian, so probably be like 30 American. So anyway, we're going to put this last 1.5 quarts in, and then we'll take it out and try it. Okay, so I was right. It'll only let you put so much in, but I still should be slightly overfilled. Now the reason I want to be overfilled just a little bit is because the final check, you take the vehicle out, you want to warm it up, and then we're going to pull that little plug on the bottom again. And what you want is, with the engine running, you want a little bit of fluid to trickle out of there. Now if I was underfilled, nothing will come out of that after I warm it up, which means I'm going to have to put more fluid in, which I'll either have to do it with the hot, around the hot exhaust, or I'll have to let it cool down and add a little bit and then go do it again. So hopefully it's overfilled just a tiny bit. It won't hurt it because we're not going to be driving it far. It's just to make sure that it's full. I'd rather be slightly overfilled than underfilled. That way I only have to check it the one time, let the excess drain out, and then we're done. I also should mention, make sure you put your plug back in. The fill plug, make sure you put that back in. And the little check plug, the one that you use to check the level, make sure that's on there tight so it's not leaking. Okay guys, so I almost forgot to show what fluid I'm using. I'm using Mobil 1 synthetic, low viscosity ATF. And this is what GM recommends for these transmissions. These transmissions have an issue with the torque converter shutter. And this fluid right here is what you need to keep it from getting that shutter. And as far as the tools you need an extractor, and this here, I don't know if this one extracts or not. It may extract too. I don't know. But anyway, I like to keep one for the old fluid and one for new fluid. So you have to buy two, but you could buy this one here. I know this one will extract and it'll pump fluid in. If you only wanted to buy one, you'd have to clean it real good before you pump the new fluid in. These aren't that expensive now. This here, I think I mentioned already, was like $50 Canadian. That one there I bought years ago. I think that was fairly expensive then, but I think you can get them fairly cheap now. But anyway, these are the tools you need to at least to do it this way. Doing it this way is easy, and there's not really much of a mess. Okay guys, now for the moment of truth. We'll see if I actually did get enough in it. So the engine's got to be running. It's got to be up to operating temperature. So you're going to want to have a pair of gloves on because the fluid's going to be hot. I have a drain pan under here. Yes, so I did have it over full, that's good. So now we're just going to let the excess run out, and when it gets to a dribble, then you put your plug back in. And like I say, the reason I wanted to overfill is because that way I don't have to put any more in because it's going to be hot and I'd have to let it cool down first. So let all this excess run out. Okay, so that's good enough for me. Even if it's got a tiny little extra, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. So I'll put the drain plug back in. And I think this is supposed to be torqued to 89 inch-pounds. I'm just gonna tighten it by hand. I have a good idea how tight it's gotta be. You don't want to over-tighten it. Okay, now we'll shut it off and just clean up this fluid, and then we're done. Okay guys, so I got the fluid changed. I will go back and in the springtime change the filter, and as I mentioned, I want to put a drain plug in it. But if you're in a position where you ain't got the tools, or you think changing the filter's too hard, this here was easy doing this. Pumping the fluid out and then pumping the new fluid in. It's pretty easy. And these transmissions are hugely expensive. So it's something that you definitely want to do. Now this fluid had over 50,000 miles on it, which I should have done it long before now. In my opinion, it should be done every 30, but that's just me. But anyway guys, I hope this video helps somebody out, and we'll catch you in the next one.